Okay, so I'm tie-dyeing some shirts today. I kind of made a barter for a couple of sweatshirts. I'm getting 2 tickets to the South End reunion for tonight. Somebody wanted some sweatshirts and wasn't going to be able to make it to the South End reunion, and I wanted to go to the South End reunion and forgot about buying tickets. So we made a deal. So I'm going to make Marsha sweatshirts, and you're going to be able to see how I do them. First, we're just getting them soaking wet. Then I'm going to wring them out. We tried putting them in the washing machine and just running them through a rinse cycle, but when it spins, it almost spins, it just spins all of the water out. And we need a little bit of water in the sweatshirt. Not a lot, not really saturated, but we do need some in there. We need them to be somewhat wet. So now I'm just going to wring them out. Last one. Okay, so now I've got them in the sink just the way I want them. I got them all scrunched up nice. Extra large and a 2X in here. So that's a lot of scrunching. Okay, so I got the dye ready. I know I'm a hot mess this morning. I woke up this morning, I hadn't planned on doing these sweatshirts. It was a last minute thing because I was gonna do the sweatshirts tomorrow. But I thought, I got some free time. I'm not doing nothing. I got up early. The little baby is gone to visit his other grandpa. House is quiet. I thought I'd take advantage of it and just do these sweatshirts, you know. So here's what I got going. 2 bottles of warm water. And I have pearl gray and scarlet red. OSU colors because it's football season coming up really quick, and this is what these sweatshirts are going to be. They're going to be for football season, and I have this Fix-It-Up. I'm going to show you how I mix all this up. I have some napkins for color testing, and I'll show you how we do this. So there's no set formula for doing this. I just pour. Well, let's shake this up. It hasn't been used in a while. So we're going to shake it up, and we're just going to pour some in there. This is a real light gray. So if the water's a little dark, it's not going to matter because it's going into a wet shirt. So it's not going to matter. It's a real light gray anyway. I don't think you could use too much. I don't think you can use too much of it. Now the red is a different story. I always get nervous when I'm working with red because we want our reds to look red and our grays to look gray, but we also want our white to stay white. So this is the best technique that I have found so far when keeping my whites white. Otherwise, the white comes out pink. So the secret is this little bottle right here, the Fix-It-Up. This is the secret. Okay, so I have another warm water. Shake this up. Pour this in there. And I don't really know how much to tell you to pour in there. I just pour it in there. All right, I've gotten quite a few uses out of this one bottle. It's gone a long way. And a drop of That was more than a drop of dish soap. Dawn dish soap. Not any reason in particular, just because that's what I have in the house. Dawn dish soap. All right, this is a very important step. You cannot leave this stuff out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to fill this bottle up because I cannot mess these sweatshirts up. So let's just fill it up. Ah. You have to do both sides. If you're tie-dyeing both sides of the sweatshirt, you have to use the Fix-A-Dent on both sides, wherever you're tie-dyeing. Okay, clean up my mess. Whoa, mama, look at that. See what I mean about that gray? You probably pour half a bottle in there and it still would be a light gray. Okay, but this red, this is nothing to play with. If you don't use the Fix-A-Dent on this red, you're definitely going to end up, I believe, with a pink sweatshirt. Because that is really red. Okay, here we go. The proof is in the pudding. Going to save the gray for that middle section because I have a design that's going to go in here, and I'd like the majority of it to be a light color. Going to go in with an Ohio State print, and we want it to be a little light so that it shows up better. Well, boy, you talk about scarlet red. This is about as red as it comes. It's really cool. Now, this is what I mean about that red. You're gonna see the process. What I mean. The next tricky part is to turn these over because we do have to do the backside. Now, they tell you to use gloves with this, but the gloves is just going to smear everything. So I'm just gently going to flip it over. And I'm gonna show you what the process looks like because I just want you to see how little tricky it is, okay? So I'm just going to gather it and then flip it and then readjust it without handling it so much because I don't want the dye to smear. The larger the shirt, the trickier it is because you got more fabric to work with. You know, it does not have to be perfect, so just keep that in mind. We're going to go with the red. Now we're going to set the ink by putting it in the microwave for 3 minutes. And it has to be packaged tight enough so that it turns on the microwave plate in there. We want it to turn. We're going to put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. When it first comes out of the microwave, so be careful when you pick it up and take it out. It's hot. So when the next one gets done, we're going to take this and take it down and put them in the washing machine. Okay, so I have 3 sweatshirts that are going into the wash. They're just going on the shortest wash cycle that I have. You don't have to add any soap because we already added a couple of the drops of the soap in with the Fix-It. So we're going to wash them, and we've already set the dye. That's what the microwave does. The dye is set, so I don't look for it to turn my whites pink. I can see a little bit of pink in here. That comes with handling. That's why you don't want to handle them too much before you set them. But with all the having to turn and flip, and you know, it can't be helped. So now they're going into the wash, and then we'll come back after they've been washed and dried to see what they look like.